welcome to Short Rest for episode 61. Okay, we're all talking about it. It all just happened. If you just finished 61, you know the last few seconds of what happened.
God damn it, Mike.
Yes.
I mean, most of our shit that we find out is either by accident or by sending messages to people, and you're like, what?
Lucky that, huh?
Yeah, but you don't just... Well, can I just say it now? You just don't drop "The king is dead." Bye, guys.
Yeah, especially because he was on our side, but now Vera's starting to feel responsible if that's been told to her, because she's told Uthiel to go tell the king.
Well, the funny thing is, Rolly's the only one who knows it so far.
Yeah, I know.
All you hear, I think, realistically, as you guys are currently like saying your goodbyes and prepping
all
everything, grabbing your bag,
what?
you just hear Rolly with the stone going, "I miss you too, honey." What?
Yeah, you hear the loudest what, probably.
Yeah.
You just hear this loud what.
Mm-hmm. And that's where we ended it.
Damn it, I know how exactly I want to flavor my response. I'll save it for next week.
I feel like we're all gonna slowly turn and be like, no, what?
No, fine, I'll say right now. I was gonna slip the 5 gold in Davis's pocket, and I could just imagine like, oh yeah, sleight of hand, I'm trying to be all sneaky and just hear Rolly's loud what?
Oh, you're like caught in midway. You're like, uh-oh, what happened?
I was doing good, not bad.
God damn it.
So yeah,
I mean, honestly, it is and it isn't good, but like it's better to find out now than be like, by the way.
Going back to, I don't know where we're about to pop into, so I don't know how I'm supposed to feel like that. Does that means like we're really about to just jump into some shit, or?
Why don't we not jumping into shit?
so
Yeah, but there's a difference between like we could take a breather versus oh no, like we're gonna hit the ground running.
There's a reason why I said we should take the long rest if we can.
Yeah, trust me, this long rest was your...
Yeah, that was your break.
It's funny though, because I want to talk about one thing that you guys were able to dodge every single fucking time, and I was getting upset every single fucking time. That is so.
Oh, the charisma.
The weapon that Igor had. First of all, I already prepped for someone to say I want to use his weapon.
I was gonna say you should have took his thing. Really.
Unfortunately, it was giant size, and there are rules saying that unfortunately for medium-sized creatures, it is nearly impossible for them to use it.
Could he use it if he was a rune knight and he turned light?
He actually might have been able to use it if you were a rune knight.
Could we have taken it to say to smelt it down to something else?
That's actually more what I was thinking about, to be honest.
Yeah, but then doesn't it ruin like the?
It is an
magic
enchanted
property?
weapon.
Yeah. So
the way it worked was that it had a permanent spell attached to each attack, banishment. So think about this though, if he would have successfully banished any of you guys, you guys are all technically from the material plane, you would have been out of the fight, and you wouldn't have used the leaf. So you would have been essentially flung into the future because banishment, the way it works is that it flings you out into the next plane and then brings you back.
Yeah.
So I was gonna roll a bunch of things. You would have saw the world without you guys. You know, for a brief moment, you would have got a glimpse of a future, a possible future, and you would have been somewhere in the world. So it would have been kind of wild for the next 60 seconds while you guys are there. Essentially, if you guys would have failed, like if each of you failed it, and you would have stayed there for because I think you have to hold the concentration for a minute, yeah? And you would have been permanently flung into this future.
Fun.
I was like, God damn it, it's so fun, it's so cool! And you guys, his DC was 16, and every single one of you
I don't
beat
use my charisma save that much, but I mean, like, I do have.
We rarely get charisma saves. That's why when you said charisma, I'm like, what the hell is this?
God damn it! I was so pissed. But yeah, he was a brawler, bruiser. He'd had a lot of. Essentially, each attack he did was like 8d6 damage.
I kind of figured out that that's what you were doing when you asked me to roll a charisma save, and then I felt like myself like splitting, and I was like, oh no, if I fail, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah. The really creepy thing about it, and this was a possibility. So we looked up rules for the Feywild, and when you return to the material plane after a few days, the amount of days equals how much time you're returning back. So if it's 2 days, which you guys have been there for 2 days, it could have been either 2 hours, 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 2 days, what's it called?
It was like
2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years.
Yeah.
You could have been returned back. And imagine this. You guys return in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Who's waiting for you? If you would have came back after 2 seconds, someone is still standing there. Hi, Queen.
Hello. Goodbye. Gotta go.
So it was a moment where I was like, a lot of chaos could happen with this thing, and it didn't. You guys succeed. You guys lived. Fuck.
No thanks.
So it would have been exciting.
you.
I thought I was really hyped for it. I was like, oh, this would be so cool. There's so many possibilities that could be happening.
No thank you.
Yeah, it's fine.
No thank you. No. Superman here.
Also, you guys really tore down his like, you guys played it very smart by staying in the shadows, removing his ranks slowly. I thought it was super smart because at the very end of it, it was like you guys had more action economy than they did.
They were just big.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first time we faced him, like, he had the action economy.
Yeah.
Then the second time, it's like, well, we need to
Even at
that. But
The whole thing about the first time is I think we noticed, like, hey, your guys aren't very smart. We can use that.
that dart effect, using up your action surge to complete it, fuck you.
That was great.
I told Temple while we were on break, like, you know, I hope this pays off because I could have used my action surge for many other things.
Yeah.
It worked. They were dumb enough.
It worked really well.
I totally forgot about your blessing thing.
Yeah, that too.
That's all I was like, what the hell is he talking about? And then
After
I was like,
Veer's turn,
oh,
it would have been
shit.
his turn. And I was like, he succeed. And you're like, fuck you. No, he didn't. I'm like, how so? And you're like, I still have a blessing. Fuck you, do.
By one, literally, is what we needed.
God damn, man.
Thank
it was such a
God.
clutch use.
I'm sad because it's gone now, but like,
It did its work. It did its
its
heavy
job.
You
lifting.
stunned him, blinded him, and deafened him. Yeah.
That spell, though, goddamn.
I didn't know it was a bonus action. I was just reading everything, and then I was like, okay, well, do I use it? Do I not use it? Do I use it? Do I not use it? And I was like, I'm just gonna fucking use it because I don't know how bad he's hurt. And then I read it, and I was like, fucking bonus action at a 7th level? God damn.
yikes.
I like the fact that Savannah has been, like, the hiding, and then essentially all spells have disadvantage against your spell DC.
And
'Cause
so if I'm hiding and if I cast it, they get disadvantage.
I forgot all about that when you were like, by the way, I'm hiding, and I was like, you bitch! God damn it!
I like every time you forget that Rolly can't be prone.
I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting.
Because every time it's always like a great surprise.
It is because I keep forgetting that he's a juggernaut.
It's like
You're
he
all-
can't be prone and he's fire resistant and there's something else.
It's like, and you're all not prone. No, I'm not.
What do you mean? No, you're not.
prone.
What was the DC? Because I got a 24.
Oh, it was a I think it was a DC of 22.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Vecna's D4 was rolling 3s and 4s all game. This little guy.
Let's see. What else do we need to cover? Oh yeah. All right. So you met I forgot his name. It's a combination of two names which came into another thing.
Oh, I knew what
Intradol.
you were doing with that.
I had a feeling.
What?
You know what you did.
Yeah,
Let's just say you're relating it to a different series.
I
But
am.
I was like, the moment you said you're very strong in that voice, I was trying not to laugh.
Listen, I take inspiration from things that I
I
watch.
know, you take
all right?
creative liberties.
You know, I was literally gonna ask, like, hey, where's your dad? Where's the prince?
Fuck you.
But I was like, no, it's too easy. It's low-hanging fruit.
No.
Okay, so for the person that doesn't know the reference, right over my head, explain.
It's
You,
a
you actually do. You do know the
It's the
reference.
Dragon Ball
Dragon Ball
Bridge
Z.
Broly reference. So it's a
Yeah.
Broly because Broly is
Broly
named after
Goku.
Broly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make something that was pretty. Essentially, you have a Fey version of yourself. and you found it. Enter draw.
But like, I'm actually thinking like, so I was thinking about that, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Okay, we killed Igor, and like, you know, we basically annihilated the whole crew, so they're safe for now. But that's the key, right? For now. What are we gonna do if something else comes up? Like, we can't be here. So like, what do they have? And then this kid just comes up like, hey, you're pretty powerful. And I'm like, oh, I see. I see.
I was like, please don't make us take this sad puppy into the chaos. He's not gonna know what to do.
You've seen Dragon Ball Super though, right? You know, during the crossover, whatever they have, where it's like Universe 6 and Universe 7, where the younger Saiyans are like going to Vegeta and was like, could you train me, master? I wanted that mentality of him. He's not gonna be a Broly person, but he was gonna be like, I'm really excited to meet someone who I can actually play around with, and them not knocking over and me going, oh shit, I'm sorry.
That's definitely like a Broly thing. Like,
I liked what you used though, because I know there's some barbarians that they don't like. Their rage isn't anger. Their rage is excitement.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have flavored rage to just be a high emotion. So it'd be like super happy, super sad. It's just an emotion they tap into. Like
that derpy, I forgot his name, but there's one on Critical Role where he like really likes ducks. But like his rage is like, he has a thing about ducks, like he don't hurt the ducks, but like his rage is excitement, and he gets excited when he can fight. Like he's not angry, he just like gets that hyped up.
There actually is a subclass. So there is a totem barbarian subclass that you can take. And the totem barbarian, you can choose from different totems. You can choose the wolf, you can choose the bear, you can choose the eagle, you can choose the deer. Matt Mercer made up the duck totem, which I think one of the abilities is called like off a duck's back.
Yeah, some shit.
Yeah, and so the idea is that whenever he's raging and you hit him, he gets to negate some of that damage, like water off a duck's back. So it was really, yeah. And then there's one where like he has the ability to talk to ducks.
I think he does get angry though because somebody kills like a baby duck.
Yeah.
And then he gets livid, where he's no longer excited about the situation. But most of the time he's just excited.
Lionel.
Oh yeah, Lionel. I think.
Lionel.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted. I don't know. I thought of really like having all this experience and being a fighter and all that, and I was like, you know, he could probably train someone now. So.
Yeah, but I would always say like I could train, but then of course I've never trained anybody, so my intention is going to be to bring him to the material plane or to bring, you know, the old hag with me. Hey Hag, I need you to do me a favor. Just come with me. You're gonna see some shit, but don't worry. Just trust me.
Oh, Hannah? Yeah. I was like, maybe he's gonna be the next Hannah. Who knows?
But maybe not as bitter.
Or drunk.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
I was talking to Amber about this, and I was like, it's kind of funny how you guys spent several sessions out on sea and on an island of pirates to deal with Savannah's thing, and then it shifted over quickly to a Vera thing.
And I said unwillingly because like she hasn't touched that leaf, and quite frankly she's kind of forgotten about it. Like she knows it's something she has to do, but then you know you meet the fucking Lich Queen and you're like, okay, gotta go.
Okay, gotta go back.
It's like yeah, let's go.
And now you guys are gonna be back in the material plane. So
and the king is dead. So
and the king's
seconds
dead.
will have passed.
Calls home, help.
What
the fuck happened over there?
What is going through your minds right now? First of all,
I mean, we don't know that though.
Well, as players,
we don't know.
She wants to call her dad now instead of like if she knew that information, she'd want to call now. The only reason I was holding it is because I wanted to make sure Davis was on the material plane with us, so I could say like, "Hey, we got him out of there. Happy news," but not really apparently. So don't know.
So things have happened since you've been gone.
Yeah, for reals. He's gonna turn around and be like, shit's been going down.
I mean, they all got fair warning. At least the people I thought like should had enough pull, and like she told them to warn the king. So like,
I mean, they had enough fair warning, but what happened between giving that warning to King is dead?
I mean, she's a lich. Like, I don't know how good the forces are protecting his ass. Like, she could probably like one hit killed him.
Because going back, we've only been gone what?
I think we had to leave for 3 days. We're not all the way there. But it negates the weird time thing, so technically we were gone for 3 days.
You guys left Attagate, which again is an independent area. You haven't been on the continent of Mostead for, let's say, you traveled in sea for about 7 days. You were then at the island for, I want to say, like an additional 4 days, because it was 1 day there, 2 day travel, so it's 2 days. It's 3 day there, so it's 4 days.
And we kind of got automatically sent to the next one, so.
But like, I did talk to Uthiel. Like, I asked him what he was doing. He said what his job was, and that he was still working for the king. And then before that, I told him like to warn the king. So I think he would have brought up. By the way, he's kind of dead.
No, well, I mean,
before
that obviously happened the moment you left to the Feywild. So,
I was gonna
think about
say.
it, things. It's been a little over 2 weeks since you've been at home at all.
Well, we like don't go home. If we go home, it's either because maybe something good happened, mostly something bad happened, or we're like, that's our hideout for whatever.
Well, I think what Mike means is relative home.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're on this plane of existence, not the other one.
But we haven't been on our actual like continent in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. A little over 2 weeks. It's been kind of insane.
Oh god, if the king is dead, what the hell's going on in the domain?
Yeah.
So one of my biggest thing that I was really working on was what's happening while you guys are away. And then when you guys decided to bamf out to the Feywild, it was like, okay, what's happening now? And so moving parts are going. We're having some moving parts. Also, you guys are not... I think you guys are not level 14 yet, because I think you just leveled up during the pirate thing.
We did.
So you got like one more arc to go through until you're leveled up.
The Lich Queen arc.
Jeez. I don't know about that. Who knows?
Hail.
But yeah, that's all exciting. That's happening right now.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
And then you got another view, sort of like almost reinforcing the burial rites that Eladrins go through, which is bury their dead and cover the grave. You know, don't... It just melds back into the earth. So yeah, that happened.
I mean, but they've been like that for... Based off a conversation with Davis, they've been like that for a long time.
Together?
Yeah, but like enslaved for a long time.
Oh yeah, for a long time.
So it's like as long as at least Beer has been alive. So over 150
Hasn't
years. Yeah. Because my dad's been talking about Igor since... And he hasn't had Davis, and then Davis said he had been there already for like probably a couple hundred years.
So the way the story, or at least the timeline works, and I had to really think about it, because your family is the only family that has to deal with centuries.
Yeah.
Everyone else, thank you so much, Stephen Temple, for making characters who aren't centuries old. Appreciate that. So essentially the way it works is, the way that the Eladrin family life goes is that when you get a family, you make a family, you travel alone, or you travel together, and you change your name to represent your new life with this person. You're almost like bonded, which also fits Vera so well. And essentially,
It took me 2 weeks to make that character. More than 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks was just for the family.
Cyrus and Dahlia met each other during one of the passings and started to get to know each other. Davis was fully aware of it because it's his brother. He knows that. He's like, oh, you're falling for that girl, aren't you? And it happened that way. And Davis decided to find his own path, made his way to the material plane, and arrived during the age of the Evergrey Empire, and lived his life in the material plane for some time. Enjoyed some tacos, some Del Taco or Taco Bell, and met Richard and Miles, and formed a friendship and had their own adventures, and started to really get engaged with the Evergrey, royalty, and started to move up in the hierarchy, and was like, I'm doing pretty well for myself.
Oh
for
shit,
Davis.
she's crazy.
Well, it wasn't that way for a while, and it was like, and even the storybooks you guys have read, it's like she was fine, she was beloved, and then she just went whack.
Yeah.
And this fun days.
Yeah, just snapped. So he was enjoying his life. He was like, I'm working for the queen. Who could say that? And I'm working with my friends, and we're all investigating this new form of arcane energy and theories of unlimited life and stuff like that. And my friend Miles is making smith spells, and that's fucking wild. And then she just snaps, and he's like, fuck this, I'm going back home. And he goes back home, and his family and everyone else is now enslaved by Igor, and he gets enslaved too. And he starts to experiment, gets wrapped up in his own Feywild experiment, gets basically time looped because he's messing with things he shouldn't. And he helps Cyrus and Dahlia to escape to the material plane, and then the Kavads happen. So that's how it was. That's the story we have for the whole Eladrin thing.
If it works, though, technically it's still his brother saving his ass, not Vera. Vera is just the vessel that helps. Press the button.
Technically.
Favor for a favor.
So it's kind of like I had to build this really intricate story of like, how was David involved in the material plane before all this, and still part of this thing. So it worked out.
I still say it's always the uncles. It's always the uncles I have no idea I fucking had.
It's always those.
The who and the what?
It's always those brothers. I've been talking about it a lot. That next campaign.
This man's already planning.
It's gonna be a lot less grand. Like, we're not gonna go to 12 different cities or 20 different cities. It's probably gonna be like maybe 7. But it's gonna be a lot more personal. I'm gonna probably have a lot more NPCs.
Cue the purchase of notebooks.
Yeah. I talked to Amber about this a few times. I know we're way far from it. But if you guys had to choose a second character,
I don't know.
What would you choose?
It was a lot of work for this one.
Like, you're putting him on a spot for that type of question.
Sure. Just, I mean, an idea of, if you had an idea of a class or a race, what would you like to experiment with?
I mean, originally Vera was not going to be this. It was, but then like I morphed into this idea.
You were going to be an Ismar.
Arcana. No, I wasn't.
You were going to be Edith?
No, I wasn't going to use Edith. I wanted to actually multi-class. I wanted to be a totem barbarian and a druid mixed together.
Oh, it's right.
And she was, I didn't know what race she was going to be, but she was just going to be a buff bitch. But I didn't end up using her, or the concept for that.
I can't believe you were going to be a barbarian. That was going to be surprising to me.
I like that mix, and I forgot where I had seen the mix, and it was just insane. Like, if you know what you're doing with the levels, like,
yeah,
the power levels and nuts.
You can essentially make a very tough bear.
Yeah.
That doesn't die. Because the way it works is that when you wild shape, your class features from barbarians still kick in. So the bears,
you could rage.
I think it's your bear's rage is inactive, so you can still take half damage as a bear. And you're resistant to a lot of things because you're a totem barbarian, and you have an HP pool from a bear because you're a druid, so hard to kill. It's a wild. Look it up for Totem Barbarian and Moon
It's in
Druid.
Tasha's, isn't it?
No.
No, they're all,
It's
classic.
older than that.
Yeah.
The other one that's a cool barbarian is what? I know we reference
Zealot?
critical role a lot, yeah. Like once
Zealot
you
is pretty good.
get to a high level, you literally can't die. You
Mhm.
keep fighting until you can't fight anymore, and then you die. Like your undead body still fights as long as there is a fight going.
So I think the way that most barbarians have it is they reach level 14 on Barbarian, and they have like Relentless Rage, where every time they take damage beyond 0 HP, they can make a con save to keep themselves up.
It keeps it like at 1, right?
Yeah. Zealot barbarians don't have to do that. They just keep on fighting until their rage ends.
I feel like that's very much like a Wonder Woman thing because she keeps going, which doesn't really matter. It's just she keeps going.
It's a nice little.
I'm like,
plug-in
how
for,
much adrenaline is pumping through your body at this point?
Well, that's actually it's a really nice plug-in for a certain, type of battery, if you will, because it just keeps
on going.
and going and going.
My name is Dura. I'm a zealot, so I'm Duracell.
Oh God.
I also think
Okay.
something with blood magic is cool, but I haven't read enough or
You wouldn't
paid
wanna be a-
attention enough.
You don't want to be a blood yeah, they have blood clerics now.
Yeah, well, not a cleric. I was thinking like, don't they have that wizard class that's new?
Oh yeah, the blood magic
Yeah.
wizard. You'd be a squishy wizard?
I'd have to think about it.
Wow. What about you guys?
I don't know, because whenever I try to come up with a character, I was like, here's my idea of a concept. Now, what's available to me to make this concept?
Mm.
So, like, with Savannah, I kept thinking, for some reason, Arthur, Dodger, Thief, that type of deal. And I'm like, all right, let me just throw that together and see what I can do. So, I have to think of a concept and be like, we'll work with that.
Okay.
The one I'd like to see you flesh out more is your candy thing from when we did that cooking one shot. She seemed
Oh,
interesting.
The Dragonborn Sorcerer Tiefling.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to splash out. See, for one shot, I could just be like, concept, that,
Mhm.
done.
What about you, Steve?
Honestly, I have no idea. I really don't. I mean, I probably go. I know that I'm trying to go less into spellcasting and more into like melee damage. So I don't know, maybe something like a monk or a paladin, I guess. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Want to see Steve play a bard so bad. I want him to throw insults at people all day.
I am not that witty. I wish I was. I wish I was.
I think
feel like
monks
you-
are fun. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd like the speed and attacks of a monk, but you would probably like the hits on a paladin. Because if somebody hastes your ass, you get like 4 hits.
I play a monk on Sunday games. We have a Sunday crew that we play with, and I play a monk.
They
And
always haste you. You have crazy ass movement.
So what I do is I multi-class, so I'm a level 2 druid and like a level 14 monk or something. We're really high level at this point. I don't remember what level I'm at. But essentially, monks, every so often they get a speed increase. So my base speed is 60. Base speed.
Yeah.
And then I'm a druid, which means I can cast Longstrider, meaning that my
An extra 10 feet.
speed is now an extra 10 feet, which is 70 base speed.
And then we haste you.
And then you haste. We have a bard who hastes me, so it means my speed is doubled, meaning my base speed is now 140 speed.
So we do that to him when we need to get shit in and out.
So yeah.
It's just like, here, all the haste, now go.
And he
Yeah.
can also run up walls and shit,
So 140 movement, action, additional 140, so it's 280. And then you can use a bonus action to Step of the Wind, and you do
Oh, yeah.
another dash. So
we clocked it one time, and I think you went like 240 or 280 feet, like
So we're gonna
hasted. And it
move
was
this over here.
nuts. And, like the DM's map, you had to go, hold on, we gotta figure out your movement.
So my
I
character,
was like,
Bolide, can move 420 feet around.
yeah. Like, That's some shit.
Which I think is faster than a dragon, because dragon's base speed I believe is 120.
We broke it.
So, and he's a water genasi, so he's blue. So he's basically Sonic.
Yeah.
Just
He's a blue blur.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, essentially. It's so good.
Trying to outrun a dragon. Look back at the dragon. You're too slow.
I think that happened to us when we were going to that coffee place and you guys came over. We were like, wait. we
Oh, because you guys were going about it in the car.
we were so fucking pissed.
But yeah, I mean, monks are really fun. I'll say that much. Is that they're really, really fun. You can do attack, flurry blows, attack. So you can do 4 attacks in a round.
I mean,
at level 5.
Yeah, I did make a monk. I've never used her.
Then the blood wizards too. That blood magic stuff really.
Blood magic, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think like you can give disadvantage to people, or you can give like it's like a free bane. You can give people, and I think there's a portion of it where if you take someone's blood, you'll always know where they are, like a constant scrying spell on them.
I think that's like the blood cleric thing.
I don't know. We read it, and it's been a while. It's
Like,
really
hold
cool.
on, let me put all my blood back in me.
I like how
Then they're
Steve's like, I want to do non-spellcasters, and immediately you're like, blood magic, you say?
It's
Don't
entices. The
tempt
magic
me.
entices him.
Don't tempt me.
I mean, the only one I'd like to flesh out, only because not necessarily because of what she is, but like how she came to be is fucking Cass.
That's your warlock.
Yeah,
Your Kalishtar warlock.
she's weird without the warlock part. So I just like her.
I have a second question for you guys. We're in a point within our campaign where death is absolutely a possibility. Do you guys? I'm obviously all my encounters are tempted to be balanced, but you guys are very smart. I'll be telling you that you guys are very expert players, where you know how to avoid certain pitfalls and sort of survive. My question to you is that if Savannah, Vera, or Rolly were to die, would you have a backup character?
I said no, but then like you asked me this question every month, and then I said if I had to pick one, it would be Cass because of how she's linked, because her deity's Dendar, who she can relate to Rolly.
I mean, not anymore, but
Not anymore.
I think that'd be a fun thing. Obviously, we can work it out, but maybe like Dendar sent Cass to find Rolly because you broke the seal.
Good luck. I ran away.
She's just like a totally different personality, though. Like, she's not bad, but she's very much out for herself. Like, she won't purposely do anything bad, but that's how she got into fucking Dendar in the first place. It was like, save my life? Sure. Sign my fucking soul. I don't care. And now that's where she is.
How about you, Temple? It'd be sad, and obviously I'm not gonna intentionally try to kill anyone because that's not
No, but
fun.
the funny thing is, when I was still cursed, in the back of my head, I kept telling Steve, I'm like, emotionally, I'm prepared for this situation. So if it happens, I'll be sad, but I kind of been prepared for that. As far as like a character, honestly, what I keep coming back to is like, I should really try like a fighter. So
Well, I kind of want to do we haven't really done it much, but I'd really love to do like a Star Citizen thing. Do you know about Star Citizen?
Yeah, isn't that the game that still hasn't gone up yet? It's still just
Yes.
getting money? Yeah.
Yes. So basically, you create a character, you go do your stuff, and if your character dies, the character perma-dies.
Mm-hmm.
So you come back as your next of kin.
Okay. But Rolly doesn't have a next of kin.
That's why I'm saying we haven't really steered it in that direction. I haven't found the moment to move it that way.
you come back as
So-
Cat.
You can come
Your
back
brother.
as Cat, or
Yeah,
or Arad.
Yeah, but see, like I don't know. I was thinking about that for sure, or maybe have like somebody from like the Coliseum or the arena like send out someone as a search party because I haven't been around for a while. And just reprise that role or something.
That or Anburn.
Or that too. Yeah. Actually, that I didn't think about.
Yeah, you could, like one of the tribe members from your mom's old clan. It's like we haven't seen the Fire Sun in forever, you know, or it feels something a disturbance in the force.
Not the droid you're looking for.
Yeah.
Could I be someone else from the Raven's Kiss, like another member?
I was gonna say that sounds like they would send somebody after you.
Yeah, of course. The reason why I bring this up is mainly because, again, you guys are in the end game. You guys are sprinting towards the end. You guys are level 13, about to be 14 if you complete the next thing. And that's only 6 more levels to go. In terms of story-wise, I think you guys are completing things at a pretty rapid pace, which is pretty good. And I think because of our break that's going to happen, we're definitely going to hit our 2nd year anniversary before we're done with this campaign. So a campaign that's lasted over 2 years.
You're just gonna see a little human behind Mike.
There'll be our soon-to-be level 1 human hanging around.
Yeah.
I totally want to get him that little dragon onesie so he can be in.
Well, guys,
He'll have it. Don't worry.
King Caspian is dead.
He was a nice king. At least kill an asshole. Don't kill, like, that's the rule of thumb.
Now the queen comes into power.
Does she, though, after 300 years?
I'm sorry?
I was like, does she after
Queen
300
Caspian?
years? Huh?
Queen Caspian?
Oh, I thought you meant, lich bitch over there.
No!
Sorry.
Let's see, I think I actually have his first name.
When you say queen, I only really think of one queen.
That's
I don't
true.
think...
I should have guessed that. The ruling monarchs of, or at least the ruling family of the Siladon Kingdom is Trulos Caspian, the king, and Elise Caspian, the queen.
Have we seen the wife, or we only met with him?
You've seen the
Seen
wife.
them both, haven't
Yeah,
we?
yeah, you've seen them. You've seen them both. They're both human. Yeah. But yeah, if the king dies, the queen becomes ruler.
To Temple's point, like, I wonder what the fuck the domain is doing, because they technically had an alliance, a temporary, well, not like they were against each other, but an alliance given the circumstances.
There's like 2 different thought processes, and also, where's Uthio and all that? If he was on his way to the king, and now we find out he's dead, is he okay?
Another thing to think about is that the kingdom and the domain have already been, like, their relationship has been shaked. Yeah, they have some tension.
That's why I was kind of wondering in my head. I'm like, I wonder if they're trying to pin this on us. As in, they're trying to pin it on the domain. Like, we don't know what they think actually has happened.
I kind of feel like they wouldn't, only because the king was under scrutiny. It wasn't the other way around. It was like, why did your general come over here and do this shit? So, like, he was more under fire with his people and everything else than, like, the domain really cared. They just wanted, like, repercussions. But
yeah, but there's still some anger towards the king because, like, this.
They wanted repercussions, and he still ended up dead. That doesn't look good.
No, I don't feel like they're dumb enough just because nobody wanted war. So that's the only reason they were semi-friendly.
I mean, really, in any case, it sounds like we've got phone calls to make.
Yeah, we got phone calls to make.
Things got really complicated, guys.
After we hear the what, then we gotta find out the what, and then we gotta send some messages.
All right. Well, I think that's where we're going to end today's short rest. I think we had enough of that. Everyone spent their hit die, recovering mentally and physically. So thank you for joining us. We're going to be, by the time you watch this, we're not going to be live this Saturday.
You keep messing that up. We're
What's
doing
that?
a short session.
Oh,
a
sorry.
short session,
We're
but
having
we're
a
going
short
to be live.
session. We're going to be live.
That's twice you messed up.
Are you trying to do Igor's voice?
Maybe.
We'll see you next time. Later, guys.
Stay tuned.